Hello and welcome. I'm Disco Gamer and I'm thrilled to have you along for the ride today as we are doing something a little bit different. It's a flathead screwdriver here and some T-Rex tape. I really should have probably cleaned up a little bit. As we're doing something a little bit different. Yes, today is not a City Skylines video. Today is Disco Gamer Travels. And where am I traveling? Well, I'm traveling to Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, I already did. It was last week. Me and my good friend Brent, who has been my friend since like 7th grade, 20-something years later, give or take, we decided to take a little bit of a guide trip to Las Vegas. Now, if you've not been to Las Vegas, it's a very affordable vacation, believe it or not, because they want you to spend your money at the casino. But I didn't spend that much at the casino. And it was the first week in America, if you're fully vaccinated, you didn't have to wear a mask, and I am fully vaccinated, and I did not wear a mask, and it was wonderful. Wonderful feeling. Strange feeling, but a wonderful feeling. Anyway, enjoy the video, and we'll see you real soon. Some sticky notes. On Monday, we departed from SDF on our way to LAS. Flew over the Rocky Mountains, a beautiful view out the window half the time, most of the time, and landed and got to the hotel. And had an incredible view. I was not really expecting a view like this. I did pay a little bit extra for a strip view, only $9 a day. These were pre-end of COVID prices. Not that COVID's completely over, but wow, what a view. It was absolutely incredible. Then we headed off to Margaritaville and had some nachos, and then it was off to Planet 13. If you don't know what Planet 13 is, you might want to Google it. Or don't Google it. I'm not really sure. Whatever you want to do. But it was a really cool place. It was kind of like the Apple Store of Planet 13. Then we had more nachos. Just kidding. We headed back to the hotel, and by that time it was nighttime. Everything was lit up, and wow, we just sat there for about 2 hours and talked and hung out and just watched the fountains, and it was a great time. Just an incredible view, very relaxing. Vegas at its best. Soak it all in. At that point, we were ready to head out, and we took a walk down the strip. And we ended up at Bally's, where Brent was absolutely killing it. I looked over, and he has a mesmerized look on his face. 44 free spins. How does that even happen? Tuesday, we woke up and hung out in the hotel room, where I showed Brent how to play Pai Gow. What a fun game that is. Then we headed over to the MGM Grand to play a little Top Golf. If you haven't played Top Golf, you're missing out. It is definitely
not bad.
And we had a great time. Although Brent did beat me multiple times, I did end up getting my revenge on the third game. And also discovered that I'm officially going to rename the channel This OG Word to Your Mother. Leaving Top Golf, we got some great views of the MGM Grand and MGM Signature hotels. Just fantastic. And then we headed over to New York, New York, which is another MGM property. And behind it is the new T-Mobile Arena and development area. And then it was off to my favorite casino in Las Vegas, the Aria and City Center. Just a beautiful complex, just very unique architecture and buildings. Bad timing as we just got to the end of the Bellagio fountain show, but at least Brent got this cool profile pic. We went into the Bellagio and checked out the Conservatory and Botanical Gardens, which is just absolutely a fantastic place to visit and absolutely free to walk through and check out. Just look at this place. After heading back to the room and taking some well-needed allergy medicine, we headed over to the Link Experience to check out the High Roller Ferris wheel, the largest Ferris wheel in North America. It's huge! We didn't ride it though. And we ate at Virgil's Barbecue. After some random gambling, we headed back to the Flamingo as we had a big day ahead of us on Wednesday. Being a Las Vegas trip veteran, I was very excited to read about this new place called Area 15. Now, Area 15 is a hybrid between an art exhibit, a VR experience, a grocery store, sort of. It's hard to explain. They did have amazing sodas here from around the world. Lots of different sodas that you've never seen anywhere else. And the School Night of the Living Dead poster and Light Bright. I mean, how cool is that? The original Light Bright? The highlight of this trip was the Mega Mart, and by highlight of the trip, I'm saying the entire trip. It was unreal. It's kind of like a mock grocery store featuring things like vape juice, root beer, and liquid death energy drinks and sparkling water, cereal that you would never purchase, cheese balls from the apocalypse, butter spray cleaner, cube peas. It was hilarious. Every square inch of it was funny. And it's also very interactive. But just when you think that you got everything figured out, you head back to a different area. I'm not going to completely spoil it, but it's almost like you're an employee of this place, and it's just bizarre. There was moments where I didn't know who was part of this exhibit and part of the show and who was actual people that were visiting, just like me and Brent. It was crazy. I highly recommend it if you head out to Vegas. There is nothing quite like it. After Megamart, we checked out Wink World, which is made by Chris Wink, a member of the Blue Man Group. He's the blue one. Wink World is hyped up to be a portal to the infinity, a psychedelic art house meeting a carnival fun house. It is something to behold with music and lights and mirrors, and you wear these special glasses. These videos do not do it justice. It was fantastic as well. Getting back to reality, we stopped by this losing franchise's official team store and then checked out this variety show, V for Variety actually, at Planet Hollywood. Shows are back in Vegas, so that's exciting. After the show, we headed across the street to check out the Bellagio fountain display, but unfortunately, high winds kept it from happening. So we headed down to Treasure Island, home of this beautiful pirate ship and mermaid, hello. And then we headed over to the Wynn and Encore to catch a cab, which was a little bit tougher process than I was expecting. The cabs are not up to 100% speed at this point, but nevertheless, we headed down to Old Vegas, Fremont Street, which has had a bit of a resurgence in the last decade. And to top it off, a brand new hotel opened called Circa, which has the most amazing sportsbook I have ever seen. On Thursday, we headed out to Lake Mead and Hoover Dam, which is a sight to behold, a engineering marvel. And we actually walked across this gigantic bridge that was recently built. That is an interstate and a walkway. 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds on Thursday made this very interesting. Pushed us all around that bridge, but we had some amazing views of Hoover Dam. And it is not for the people that are afraid of heights. There's also a spot where Brent's standing right there where you can stand in Nevada and Arizona at the same time. That was a lot of fun, and it was a beautiful day. Afterwards, we headed back to the Strip, which was very foggy or sandy or something. The wind was blowing in from the desert. Those sustained winds made the Strip almost seem like it had a smog over it. I did a little bit more walking, and I took the shot of Bally's hotel check-in. It was just absolutely slammed, which is a good sign. There was a lot of people out and about. Vegas seems to be recovering a little bit quicker than they were expecting from what I've read, and the streets were filled. It seemed somewhat normal. I'd say about 25% of the people were still wearing masks, but most places had signs out that said, if you are fully vaccinated, that masks were optional. So I didn't wear mine because I am fully vaccinated. And it was good to breathe in that desert air and that desert heat. On Thursday night, I headed over to Caesar's Palace to play some Texas Hold'em, my favorite of all casino games. I didn't record or take any pictures of my game, so this picture of Chris playing poker from another Vegas trip will have to suffice. On Friday, we got up early, returned our rental car, and headed to the airport, or maybe I got that out of order, and flew back home to beautiful Louisville, Kentucky. I got this great shot of downtown. And in the background there, Lynn Family Stadium, which we landed at 4:30 p.m. And actually, Racing Louisville had a game at 7:30. We made it just in time and saw Louisville get their first win of the season. And no rest for the wicked, as Louisville City had a match on Saturday night. And it was just an absolutely beautiful night. And we picked up the win, a 2-1 victory over San Diego. Well, that about does it for this episode of This Old Gamer Travels. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed going there. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more ridiculous, informative, and travel content. This is just a weird ending. It's a weird video. I hope you enjoyed it though, and we'll see you next time. I'm This OG. Peace out.